All right, guys, this is TKSHobby back again, working on that Traxxas Rustler custom build. As you can see, I got a few parts in, those things that I was waiting on, and it looks like I'm going to be able to get this thing finished up real soon as far as getting the chassis built. You know, of course, there's still going to be some other things like the rest of the electronics. Still haven't decided on an ESC or a motor. Of course, I got to get my Traxxas receiver because I'm riding with the Traxxas receiver. I'm not going to buy any of these other ones because Traxxas makes a decent product in that area as well. And anyway, I just want to show you what I got. As you see, I got my RPM wide front bumper. Got my 2 sets of toe links. You see, they got to be the same if you're using the wide RPM wide arm setup for the front end. Got to have these 2 sets of toe links. And then you're going to need these for your steering links. And of course, I got my front axles and a little something special to put together my caster blocks. I got the Hot Racing hardened steel caster block pins. So I'm going to be throwing those in. As you know, you need those for these 2 guys right here. So we're going to crack some stuff open. I think the first thing we're going to do, we're going to set all this stuff aside. Set all that stuff to the side. And I think we're going to start right here with these guys here. So we can put this all together. So I'm going to have to grab some things. Something I want to talk about real quick before I get into that. I don't know if you can see the thickness of these. These are some old Traxxas toe links. 4 Traxxas Rustlers. You can see it's the same length. And look how thin that is. That's why I say I'm using all upgrade parts, because some of these upgrades are just factory upgrade changes that they made to the car to make it better. Longer rod ends, thicker links. Much thicker links. I'm gonna probably measure those out. But at any rate, let me crack some stuff open and let's get going. As you see, I got my RPM caster block, my Hot Racing hardened steel caster block pin already installed on my 5x11x4 millimeter bearings. And I got this 12 millimeter hex hug. It's not the right one for the front end, but this is just for the sake of showing you how to build. You need about this is like a 5 millimeter. You need a 7 millimeter to actually, make this work. Otherwise, you're gonna have a whole lot of axle left. And the Exploder View says that you should use 2 washers, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to, but I'm gonna see if I can get away with 1. This is just about assembling this. So just to show you, this is the right side. So you want the steering block link, this part here, to be facing like this, so that you can get your steering link connected. Because the caster block, this is the right side. It would sit in your car like this. Okay, so now we just want to get this pin put through here. I gotta say, guys, I'm excited because I'm getting further and further, which is closer and closer to done. And I cannot wait to get this thing on the road. I don't usually drive my cars in the wintertime, but I gotta test this if I should get done before the weather breaks. Can't guarantee that. I got a couple other vehicles I wanna talk about before I go back to this, because I still gotta wait for a few parts to make it in. The electronics and things like that. So, and I haven't even ordered them yet, so we wanna get that stuff ready. I don't think you need to tighten this too much. I don't know if it loosens itself over time or whatever as you're using it. I don't like any binding in my steering But the servo should be strong enough. It's not holding it too tight. I can make adjustments later. At any rate, that's how that goes. You put that pin in like that. Then you want to take one of your washers. I'm gonna have to put the size of the washer. I actually got to measure it and tell you what size it is, because these are actually not the Teflon washers that go in here. It would appear that with this RPM caster block setup, it's a little bit thicker somehow. So when you put the bearings in, even though they seat pretty good, as you can see, you have a little problem with the bearings when you put a washer in. Like, see, I put this washer in back here, it's barely through. Then when I put this on, let me show you, it's gonna, if you can get this pin through even. Okay, I managed to get it through, but see, now it's stiff. It's pulling against each other, and that's the recipe for a blown bearing. So I decided I'm not gonna use the rear bearing, because the rear bearing, you kind of got something that's gonna kind of protect the axle with the way protect the bearing because of the way the axle is made. So I decided to give up the rear washer, should I say. I said bearing, I meant to say the rear washer. And I'm gonna put it together that way and just use this washer in the front so it can protect, you know, things from this hex pin. So when you get the hex pin in, just like that, and then you put the hex adapter on, and then everything is good. And see, now it's a lot freer, but I know things are not rubbing because there's just the tiniest bit of play. So I know things are not just completely rubbing. But anyway, that's how you put this caster block together. That's the right side. And this is TKSHobby. Don't forget to like, subscribe, help out the channel. Check this out. I didn't think Hot Racing gave out any stickers. I didn't get any with anything else. But I got this sticker. This came with this caster block pin set, so that was cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna be running one washer. Hopefully it doesn't make a big deal. You never hear little small things like that being said. I would imagine that it should be mentioned that you're gonna have that issue if you use the RPM caster blocks. I would have thought they would have said something about that, but I never heard mention of it anywhere on any assembly of an RPM product that you would have, you know, this caster blocks, that you would have this issue. So anyway, like I said, this is TKSHobby. Don't forget to like and subscribe, help out the channel, share the video. Like, subscribe, share the video. This is TKSHobby, signing out.